Sakare
Sakade me,
Sakare
Namaste,
Namaste
Siri
Namaste Sakare
Guru,
Sakare
Namaste,
Sakare Namaste Siri Guru Deve Namaste. Good. And breathe. Okay. So, Japa Saraswati, will you put up the chant?
Yes, I
Chat.
am working on that right now.
Thank you.
Thank you, G, for your service. You're a rock.
Okay. Okay, it's another two-parter, and it's in both the text messages and the group chat here on Zoom. Let me start by reading it slowly.
Really
Tune
slowly,
in
because
really slowly.
because it is not like normal. Okay, this is really
Okay.
non-reality.
Okay. Dear light workers, from Baba Siri Chand, as you are understanding that time is created during these sequencing earth times, are speeding up so much that time will go now much faster than light. That means that with our shift of the Aquarian Age creates our current time foundational energies, E equals mc squared, because our Earth time energies are changing to transform other energy planes. With that, we are changing movement, your memories, your understanding of thinking, and with the whole humanity and more. As Yogi Bhajan said, that 1/3 of our future humanity will go crazy. Can you see why? Reality will not be what we thought it was.
Okay,
This
wait a minute.
change,
Do you all understand that?
yes.
Yeah, I have a
Okay.
question for later.
Okay. Is it a short one?
It's probably so it's better to wait.
Let's read it through and then we'll take questions at the end. Reality
Sounds
will
good.
not be what we thought it was. This is actually helping our sibling ETs to love and help us to change our different energy frequencies, planes of realization, to create more awareness as well as more technologies. Time is not actually our reality as we thought should be, but as we are being where-ness now and more. Non-reality is our actual portal for our evolution. It is so important to be in the now. Future and history will not be our old kind of reality, but rather be that moment to create. We are changing by learning now, by using consciousness non-reality. We will begin to know ourselves together. For instance, what about changing past karmas for you and whole with whole humanity? What about your free will to actually change by using your mind? Let you be happen. Meditation, 1 minute of heart pumping, 5 minutes of consciousness non-reality. Non-reality, strong heart breath, slide from fear, non-reality, no thinking or everyday self, but only feel, just be. 2 minutes to become awareness, which probably means taking notes, and then understand what happens. Use your notes. Listen, share, lots of love. Siri Gian. Sat Siri, what was your question?
I can't remember it right now.
Mhm.
Does it?
I'll remember it later. It had to do with the collapse of non-reality and living as the evolution into living from soul moment to moment and
That's right.
not the constructs of, just for an example, how to be a good citizen or how to be a good worker or how to be a good wife, all these rules that we have generated. It's kind of creative, human, but we are evolving completely out of that. It's living spontaneously, moment to moment, at the direction of soul. It gives me chills to even say that. So that's the
That's
heart of
it.
it.
You got it. You got it.
Hallelujah. I need it. And we all need it.
Including because what let's see, wait a minute, for Aagia Pal
Oh.
said that her problem was about storage. That's also what's happening with my computer. Too much storage. Okay. And that is karma. You got it? That's storage. Okay. So let
I
go.
wonder,
Yes.
I wonder if you can buy an external drive of some sort
You're
for your
finding that
storage.
now. You're finding it
Yes.
now, which is non CNR. This is it. This is your portal to go to the external. What did you call that?
An external drive.
That's right. That's what's happening. Isn't that fun?
Uh-huh.
Okay, good. So you all understand this, right?
I
Okay.
have to say that I could really appreciate a little bit of this is a lot for me. And
Mhm.
if somebody could just kind of summarize what's going on, what's happening here, you know, with E equals MC squared and Earth time energies, I could appreciate a
Um,
little more of that.
Okay. Japa,
uh,
who? Japa
well,
Saraswati, can you talk that?
yes. Um, I'm understanding the fluidity of things, that the sequencing of things is changing, that the pacing of things is changing, that the speed, the timing, all of these things are getting so much, so much, so much faster. Um, and
Okay,
yeah,
and also the energy equals MC, which means, is that right? Material.
y-
C is about
Fast.
time. Time. This is our reality time squared. Okay. And what was his name?
Einstein.
That's right. But now, what's happening now is that we are beginning to know that different light, this MC square, can't do that anymore because our sibling ETs are being able to help us to go to the energies of pure light that moves us the foundation of the energies. Does anybody understand that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. That my feeling is that reality is becoming a lot more fluid. Um, from everything from matter to time to sequencing to just reality is absolutely turning on its ear.
You got it. And that's a reason to stay in the pure presence of love. Be in that portal with CNR. And this is during our, what do you call it? Our children. No, for us, we are trying to learn how to do that because that's not what our past normal knew about what we used to. So this is our time to go to our school these times. Do you see this? Do you
Yes.
understand that?
Yes. Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I like that you use the word school because of brahmacharya, which is right use of energy, but brahmacharis are renunciants, but they're also students. They're it's about corralling your energy and that's what I feel from this message in that scholastic way.
Mm-hmm. That's a good word. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you all get that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have a question.
Yeah.
City. What I'm getting is that there's like a redefinition of love,
Oh, maybe. Mm-hmm.
and that it's actually we're moving into actually living from love,
Pure love, not
pure love, right? Not romantic,
that's exactly right. And all the things that
soul
we're
love,
supposed to love.
Agape.
No,
right?
no. It
Agape.
agape, yes, that's right.
Can you explain agape again?
It's
Um, that's the what you call it
Soul
the
love.
Christ love. Do you understand that?
Did
Do you
Jesus
know
model it?
what?
Did Jesus model that love? Agape?
That's right. Exactly.
Okay. So, in a sense, living from soul is living from love.
You got it. Or the agape. Yes.
Wow.
This is it. And this is what we get also from our sibling ETs.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
understand that? Isn't
And
that amazing?
and maybe may I add to that?
Yes.
You people, everybody has probably heard about Three Eye Atlas, the comet.
No. No.
Okay.
Tell us.
And the sibling. Okay. So just very quickly, I think this ties in well with our sibling ETs. There's this comet NASA is tracking it. It's called 3I Atlas, and it's going to come closest to Earth on December 19th. But people like Matthew Fox and Brian Swim and different cosmologists and so on are saying that this, because this comet doesn't act like normal comets do, it stops, it goes back, it turns around, it's very different. And they're saying that it it's 35 to 40% that it's not a comet, that it's definitely from our sibling being, they don't use that term, but sibling beings from billion light years away. So it really erases time as we know it. And given that it's coming so close, and on the 19th, NASA, we'll have the opportunity to take more pictures of it, get to know it more. But it's very much an anomaly, with respect to normal comets. So I'm just contributing that as something that goes along with what Siri Gian, and Baba Siri Chand is talking about, is that something from billion light years away is around here now and coming closer. And yeah, 3I Atlas. And it's just kind of totally fascinating to me. So anyway, just wanted to share that.
Thank you, Ginny.
Great.
So
That's
helpful.
great. Okay. Because it's very important for not only for Earth, but for the whole, our own universe.
Exactly.
Mhm. Because it's rippling through the whole universe. You understand?
And maybe multi-universes, who knows?
Yeah, exactly. So
Yep.
this is very important, and especially important to stay. You understand your light workers? This is what it is. Do you understand?
Wow. That
Is
makes
to,
things very clear.
right, to understand and to teach from there, which is pure love. Because, because right now, we still have that problems with darkness and so on right here. The only way to change that, because God is only love. Do you understand that? And
Yes.
we understand from humanity to continue and to have evolution of only goes through love. But if we don't have that, I'm so sorry to say that there might not be, with problems. You got that?
Yes.
This is very important and help with all of us, as well as moving for humanity. Do you understand that?
Yes, but it brings up a question for me. Can I ask it?
Yeah.
Yogi Bhajan really, really worked on building up the physical body as well as exploding away through tantric, especially karma and clearing, opening the way for soul.
Right.
So did we have to do all that really hardcore physical stuff to get into a place to really live from soul?
Well, you're going to ask soul.
Okay.
Let me
You
know.
are a very
No,
good teacher. Oh,
let
yes.
me know right now. Sat City,
Okay.
now.
Yes. Okay. Okay, what I get is that the way, especially Americans, were eating everything focused on red meat and all that kind of stuff that he had to really upgrade our capacity to live, have the nervous system and the nervous system strength to
Mhm.
carry the voltage of
Right.
soul. Oof.
So important for your diet. You know, we've heard also from Japa Saraswati
Yeah.
had listened over and over again for Baba Siri Chand. You got that? And so it's well, what's happening also from me to be sure that I have even vegan. Do you understand? It's I feel that very important for vegan. And I've also,
Vegan. Okay.
uh-huh,
Wow. Okay.
but be careful about your vitamins for what do you call them?
Electrolytes.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
And minerals and
Mm.
and exercise, all of that is important because we're also need to go through the very different dark times. Do you understand about that?
Can you say more?
Yeah, we're going through that. So be sure to stay with CNR to know what to do in that moment. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. So it's very important for us to learn how to use this uh, perpetually. Do you understand?
Yeah, and I get the sense that we are kind of like the soul-based people, are like the paratroopers, landing really well trained and landing and being empowered to enter enemy territories
Yes, through the portal. This
through the
is it.
portal. Okay. Oof.
Okay. Because it's through no reality, pure love, and let go of fear. You got it? Also, let go of your karmas. You understand that?
Satnam, I think of that as the image that comes to me is a stool with 4 legs. So can you just repeat those 4
What?
foundational? What you're saying makes me think of a stool, very sturdy stool that's
That's
stable, 4 legs. So just repeat the 4 legs of our stool. I know. I'm sorry if I'm slow to catch up.
okay. So you want to say them again?
Yes.
Okay, let's say it again. So, Sat City, can you talk about them
I'm
again?
drawing. I'm been going through this process of drawing total blanks, like blacking
That's
out.
good. That's fine. Now listen. See where it says CNR, consciousness, non-reality? You see that? Strong.
For sure.
You hearing that?
Yes.
Okay. So continue to read that. Satsiti,
Yes.
can you read them out loud?
Are you talking about off of our platform or out of my head? Because I'm just
No,
totally.
no. I want you to read that from the chat.
Oh, okay.
It's
Okay.
near the bottom.
Okay. Okay. I have to put on my glasses.
Okay.
Okay. It's saying the meeting is being live streamed. And then I go to the bottom.
Yeah. It
Chat.
says, you know where the meditation says?
New reality. Strong heart breath.
Yes, that's it. Do it. Do that,
Okay.
please.
Strong heart breath. Slide from fear. Non-reality. No thinking. No EDS. But only feel. Just be. 2 minutes to become awareness and then understand what happens. Use your notes. Listen.
No, okay. Okay.
Ooh, wow.
So South City, you got it?
Yes. Yes. Thank you so much.
Anybody else?
I feel good.
Okay. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I think you all are doing great.
You
Because,
too.
yeah, because look at what you have learned for years, right? To
Yeah.
understand many of us. The part beginning, and then boom, this is it. This is our portal for our Aquarian age. Okay, so breathe. And remember, we have 1 minute heart pumping. After that, 5 minutes CNR, conscious non-reality. Now remember, this is just not even listening at this point. It's just feeling and be, right? And after the 5 minutes, then we will become to awareness and then understand what happens. Do you get that?
Yes.
Okay. So now breathe and begin heart pumping 1 minute. And now 5 minutes for CNR, consciousness non-reality. Inhale and exhale. And breathe 2 minutes. 2 2 minutes for awareness, and then understand what happened. Use your notes. Do you need more time?
Yes.
Okay. And who said that?
Japa Saraswati.
Fine. Okay.
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 Could I go first today?
Oh, yes. Especially because you're leaving.
I know. I'm sad to go, but
Go ahead.
so I have only a half-baked cookie here.
Okay.
From Baba Siri Chand. But what I got was about the fluidity about time changing, and I can see it very clearly. He showed me more instances. Um, he showed me reels, which are the little videos like TikToks or Instagram, the short videos that can be just even a few seconds long. That this is part of why time is changing, is that we're learning how to tell long stories in shorter and shorter pictures, that we're getting much more efficient in communicating with imagery, because before we had to communicate exclusively with words, but now that we can communicate even more efficiently with imagery, this is part of the conceptual leap to doing psychic communication, is that people are now thinking more in images or in memes or in glyphs or in emojis, that there are more symbolic ways to send ideas. And also that these things are being sent in person, but also by way of the internet. So I can talk to my friend in India and it's 16 and 3/4 hours ahead of now in Amritsar. And it's tomorrow for her, but there's more to this. So, and we can communicate using ideas with our heads that we can communicate like this. But this is another one of the ways that he showed me that time is slipping, that time and reality is changing, is that when we're on a Zoom call, like for example, our live stream that's broadcasting right now, there's like a second or two delay, but it's happened that I have listened to both at the same time and it's disorienting. But in Zoom calls, one person can experience somebody else's video really sped up, and the other one can experience the same video with a lag. And so there can be even different frequencies, and these are frequencies, okay? This is a frequency, this comes to frequency. And to Siri Gian, so I'm sitting right now. I'm in rural Maine, and I'm on the side of this farm looking down on like grain silos and mountains and fog, and it's gorgeous. And I'm parked at this cemetery that was started in 1788. Um, and the gravestones around me, some of them are very, very, very old. And the people who are interred here and they're the way that they learned in schools, I've seen their school books and their maps were totally different than what we use now. They were learning by rote and they were learning through just totally different technology. And now we have interactive maps for children to use on computer screens and tablets, and just tremendously different um, ways of communicating reality. So these guys in the past communicated reality in this way of learning by rote. I don't know how I can say it differently than that, but it was like, it was exact. There was no room for deviation. And now history is written so much by individual stories, and individuals uh making their own little video and tweeting and live streaming their experience, that history is written so much more individually. I don't know how else to say it, but that it is so much more fluid now is what it's coming to. And also what I'm feeling is the way that our identities can be fluid, like the way that people can have fluid gender identity, which I totally dig. And I think that's amazing that somebody can express things in a that were previously thought to be set in stone, and that we have such a fluidity now and a broadness of expression that, wow, wahe guru, that's amazing. And the people who are buried right beside me, they probably did have that, but it probably wasn't as common, just because there are so many fewer people roaming the earth, that it was inherently rarer. Um, so this is part of fluid identity, fluid reality, fluid image. And the message that I got from Baba was to be fluid. And I loved what Siri Gian said at the beginning about eating vegan, because that echoed in my message, was that it's about being sattvic, and that a vegan diet is much more sattvic than a non-vegan diet. And what I heard from Baba was that the way that the extraterrestrials are traveling, that they have to be sattvic. So like, for example, a bird, sorry to get anatomical with you guys, but I have to, because it's about flying. And so the way that birds fly, they have a really short digestion. They eat the food and they digest it really, really quickly. because otherwise they can't fly around with a belly full of food. So they both pee and poo at the same time, which is why bird poo looks the way it does. But they have this really efficient digestion. And part of what Baba is asking us to do, and part of what the extraterrestrials do by flying around, is that they have that really lightness to them, that they are digesting things quickly, and that they are eliminating efficiently and promptly so that they can change states and take
Change
flight.
that dates? Is that what you say?
Change states. And part of what I mean about that is that they can like just fly from one place to another. Like they can fly from one place where it's snowing to one place where it's not snowing. You know, they can fly south for the winter. They can but they can change in so many other ways. And the aliens, it's part of their frequency that they are able to travel beyond the speed of light, to come and visit us, to understand the things that we're understanding, that they are inherently at a higher frequency. They're flying really light and really sattvic. And what I felt was that their frequency is still really different than our frequency here on Earth, and that we need to, I don't want to say we need to, I don't like that wording. I don't know how to say we need to. That's not the way I want to say it. How do I say that right? um that it's becoming about becoming more sattvic, uh to raise the frequency, to raise the vibration, so that we can communicate more efficiently, because I feel how different the alien frequency still feels to me now. Like it still feels different to me now, and the direction I feel we're heading is that we are going to be graced with communicating like all the time with these sibling beings, and that it's important uh, to communicate efficiently with them, to communicate well with them, to present well to them, because as brothers and sisters, and sattvic, being sattvic, bringing our own nature sattvic. So eating a sattvic diet helps that the body, the vritti, which are the undulations of the mind, are really affected by the the media that we take in and the food that we take in. And if we take in, there are the three gunas. There's tamasic, which is like oily natured things, but it would also be like violent media and like headbanger music sort of thing. And then there's rajasic, which is warrior. It's very run, 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 go, go, go. So it might be, eating to fuel the fire of the Agni of your daily life. And it might be like fast paced. Um, and it's better than the standard American diet, but a sattvic diet is going to be like mostly vegetables and fruits and grains, and not a lot of highly processed foods. And that the vritti, the undulations of the mind, will become so much greater that we're going to be being tried with trials, is what I'm feeling, that are like Baba had been saying that the rats are jumping ship. I find that the trials are coming to kind of squeeze the rats off the ship. But then in the process, if we're not sattvic about it, it's gonna feel like there's rats crawling all over us. Like we gotta steel ourselves for that energy to just like to go with the flow of it. But yeah, and so, that was also part of it about changing our karmas and our reality. That's part of it with being fluid with identity and fluid with reality. But what he's showing me is that fluidity is seriously aided by a sattvic and or vegan diet that don't do myself the disservice of giving myself a crap diet, so that it's going to make it harder for me, so that it'll feel like there's rats crawling on me. Okay, I think that's my message.
This is great. Well, thank
Yeah.
you, dear. is
Yeah.
because basically our sibling ETs do not, their food does not use material, but they need,
Yes.
but energy come from where? From the cosmic source?
I don't know. That's what I was feeling and thinking also. And then this is also part of what I was feeling is that the crap that we put out on our internet vibration,
Mhm.
that they feel that that's like Doritos, like that's like Dorito foods to them.
Not bad. Okay. So only no sugar. Okay. Okay. So stay with energy food because we are moving towards ET, kind of
Yes.
to be using pure energy. Do you understand
Yeah.
that? We
Yeah.
are, we, for our portal are so many huge. It's
Mm-hmm.
beyond. It's beyond the beyond. So understand your energy within your body, like trying kind of like become like the ETs. Do you
Yes.
understand? Which
Yeah,
is,
that it's going to be hard to talk to them and communicate with them because they're at such a different vibration and a different frequency than us. And that was what I was feeling was I was feeling them reaching out to us. But like if we're eating on this diet of Doritos, it's just going to be weird to talk to them. You know? Does that make sense?
yeah. And you know what? I went to Beyond Burger. You know, they're
Hmm.
from beans.
Yes.
And, you know, from this community that, and they uh, served me, I didn't know it, but it was meat. And
Oh.
I put it in my mouth and I felt death, DEATH. Do
Oh,
you understand?
wow. Yeah,
You,
I
yeah.
do.
So you see, no energy. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Maybe you have proteins, but on the other side, what we truly need, we are moving to pure energy.
It happened to me a few years ago that I ordered Thai food. I ordered a vegetarian curry, and I think that they gave me tofu, but I'm pretty sure that there was meat in the curry broth.
Mhm.
And I ate it. And because I'm really a lifelong vegetarian, I don't know, like I've never tasted it before. So I think, oh, this just tastes different. And then the next day I was furious. I was like rageful. I was so angry, and I realized that that there had been meat in the broth, and that this was that this was the reaction from having the meat. It really messed with my system.
Okay. So you all understand this. This is good.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
Thank you, dear.
Thank you.
Okay. And we'll see you next week. Okay.
Okay.
Because she
Have-
needs to
Love you
leave.
all. Mwah.
Love you. Okay.
I'm gonna just stay on and listen for a minute.
Okay. So Aagia Pal.
Okay, I'll make it short. I know we're running late. Uh, so
Oh,
I've
no.
also,
So you know what's happening is that uh, Gian Das Prem is going to continue as our host.
oh, great. Yes.
And then I need to leave here from 2 o'clock. So I need to be about 5 minutes before that.
Okay.
Okay, continue.
Okay. I've also been a vegetarian actually since college and then later vegan. And I've had the same reaction if I was given meat, because, you know, animals are angry when they're killed, you know, I mean, unless, well, generally. And that's the anger that I felt from the animal, you know, whatever. And so I'm also vegan, but back to my experience, you know, with CNR just now, it being in a group, us, our Sangha, it was very different than when I, you know, did CNR on my own, and it was noticeable for me. And so what I was just able to, it was easier to just be, no thought, uh, no worries, no fears, just being and the feeling of love. And I say that with extreme gratitude and recognizing that it's available. This CNR is available to me all the time. The presence of love is available. So it's the practice that I just learned now is that, you know, and it's invaluable to have other people to do it with, like our Sangha. And then, you know, coming back from CNR, the feeling of freedom, it was tremendous freedom I had. Freedom, just lightness of being, you know, just being, it was just a wonderful, it was just a wonderful state. And yeah, and I said to myself, no wonder, because you know, why all this anxiety lately? You know, why all this like panic? And what it occurred to me is that, again, you know, you said karma, right? The storage, right? Is that I am going through a transformation. Um, it's I've only given the green light. I mean, I don't know what it's about really, but I feel like transforming the old constructs, trying to stay in the feeling and not trying to understand it, right? Just, it feels like at a cellular level, I've been saying this, you know, that just being, it's uncomfortable, but it's, you know, necessary. And I'm learning, thank you to today, is to go with it, because of my natural reaction is to resist and fight it. And so today I was able to kind of allow this freedom, allow myself to say okay to the transformation that's happening, even though I don't know, I can't know exactly what that's about. And I feel, and it was like I was guided to, as long as I stay in this container of love, then uh, the transformation will be accomplished in love. And so if it means that I'm going to be a more loving creature, or that I already am, and that I'm being, you know, transformed to to recognizing that in a way. Um, but it's yeah, like my body right now feels really energized. Like yeah, energized, not fearful, but full of energy. It's like my body. I don't want to say pins and needles. It feels activated is the word. And what I wanted to share is that I'm to be continuing CNR more than ever, and saying how much I appreciate everybody in the Sangha here, um, and how our energies are integrating and networking to form this, shall I say, I don't say a net, but I don't want to say a trampoline either, but it is like a net for our transformation. It's a support for our transformation. Well, at least it's for me, at least. And then the last thing I'll say is, I was saying, oh, geez, I really don't get this. I don't understand. Oh my God, this is so far over my head. And it's anyway, this is a part of me that was just going on and on. And then, whew, after doing the CNR, it was like being able to just appreciate whatever was happening, not having to, and recognizing that, guess what? You can't understand this. This transcends your ability to understand, Aagia Pal. So you got to go with it, and you got to trust it, and is a different kind of knowing that's going to emerge from this. Hasn't yet, but that's why you're going through this, transmutation, maybe, of my energy. Okay, thank you for listening.
Wow, that's great.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
I love your gratitude.
Ah,
You know,
in everything, right? In everything. Not for everything necessarily, but in everything, I am thankful.
that's right. So Aagia Pal and me go to, I think they call it a church, but not quite, for our unity.
Yep.
But the idea was about gratitude. But at the beginning, no, at the end of that, I could feel Megan, to feel the energy, and it's like moving. It's just like wishing, moving away. It's like vacuum. Gratitude was moving, as well as forgiveness. And I could actually see about the dark parts of the outline. And then I could also feel that parts with very light. So these are the times of darkness,
Mm,
are coming to just feel, to be,
mm,
to
mm,
be the light that's
mm,
moving through. It's so, but it's so weird on the one side, but the other side, it is so simple, so entirely simple. Don't you feel that?
yes, and I feel that we are developing, as you're talking, it came to me a um a radiance. We're developing, a beaming love from within, a radiance from the depths of our being. And I think we're all developing that. And yeah, and I know what you're saying about the church, but and also that this radiance, uh because the other day I was feeling warm. My face wasn't warm, but I was inside. I was warm. And when I did meditating, I felt, oh, there's like a radiance starting. It's like a
Oh,
inner stove that's starting to light up.
wow. Isn't that amazing?
And you know
This,
how when a stove starts, it kind of flickers, and then you got to feed it, and then you have to know how to give it air so that the combustion can continue. And I, to me, this is what's happening within me. And the CNR is what's kind of building the fire, the radiance, and it's tending the fire, the radiance, and there's no time involved in that. There's no space involved in that. It's only being, and the E is the radiant part of it. The E, the letter E radiates the beingness.
mhm.
That's a little weird too, but anyway.
No, I think what you were talking about was like the transformation. It's like the fire, and
Yeah.
it and it's what Japa Saraswati was talking about, which is Agni,
Yep.
Agni.
Yep.
Okay, and that's moving the radiance with Agni
Mm.
or fire.
It feels beautiful to me right now, just feeling it. Yeah.
Isn't this wonderful?
Yes.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Okay. Salt City? Salt City, are you there? Do you see her? Oh, yeah, I see you. Oh, but do not mute. Do you understand? Can you unmute yourself? Yes.
Yeah, Satnam. I'm sitting outside, probably the next place I'm going to be living. It's wonderful senior care here in Massachusetts.
Mm-hmm.
Got such a good vibe because I had a couple of choices and I just drove here. And that's what I'm getting is, oh, I'm going to build on Aagia Pal's share. I think what's been happening to me is people come up to me and say, I'm drawn to you because of something luminous. It's like a direct quote from somebody, a total stranger. And it was so heartening to hear about that. The light is growing in us and across the whole universe. It feels like many things that I heard as a young yogini are all kind of coming to fulfillment and fruition. And it's really hopeful. And sometimes I get really defeated by the media, which I have to be involved in to some degree because of my training and
Mm-hmm.
profession. But boy, there's nothing like the community of truth, the Satnam, that is a reality, a lifeline of reality, and that luminous quality. Sometimes I see it in all of nature, and it's beautiful to see it growing in us, ourselves, and the people that we share our lives with, and who share their lives with us. So that I guess I'm just so grateful for the Sangha, and it's really amazing that we can have this intense Sangha experience through this meeting every week. So I'm really, really grateful for that. I'm in the company of angels when I'm here. It's really heartening because in many ways it's interesting. My siblings were like, "We can't believe you just picked up and moved," and like what it was like guidance of soul. Got to get. It doesn't matter what you're going, and it's very heartbreaking for me that the ashram didn't work out. But I'm moving much more into. One of the reasons I came here is that I really feel called to teach Kundalini and soul answer to seniors,
Mm-hmm.
especially. Yeah, so I don't have that much more else to say. I've just been listening and absorbing. It's
Yes.
always such a
Yeah.
profound experience. And then I always have to go home and take a nap.
Well,
Hoping
that's
I can,
good. That's
it
good
just knocks me out. So,
to,
love to you all. I'm so grateful. This is such
and
a
you
good beginning to my
too.
life.
With the rest, you need that
Oh,
to allow,
integrate.
integrate. That's it. That's what's happening. But, and be sure to do CNR every day.
Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
good. Okay. Harimandir, how are you doing?
I'm on. Um,
Wonderful.
I'm working a lot and not sleeping a lot just because I'm working way into the night, because that's when it's quiet and I can get things done. Um, so from what came to me in listening to Aagia Pal was um, really Satnam Rasayan, because that you just you just are, you just, whatever you hear or think or whatever, it's just, that's what it is. Um, and it's a very different experience than attention to breath, slowing your breath, but doing breath work. Because when I'm in Satnam Rasayan, there is
Right.
breath. It's just, it's like you you don't need to breathe. It's it's like the opposite of the yoga.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it reminded me of a woman who came to Espanola from the Canary Islands or someplace, and
Yeah.
she didn't need to sleep at all. I mean, she had like 1 or 2 hours sleep maybe a night, and she didn't eat much. She was probably in her 60s or something, I don't know. And she lived on air,
Where?
air, AIR.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't have to eat. She didn't have to sleep. She was a healer and she could work on people and she could do it 18 hours a day with no problem, or whatever that, how many hours those are. And maybe closer to 20 hours a day, 22 hours a day. And so maybe that's where we're heading. When you were talking about the sattvic space, anyway, that's what was brought to mind of something that came out of the years of the Kundalini yoga experience. And so much of what you're talking about in terms of CNR and all this and the ETs, I mean, it's, um, how do I say it? It has been beyond my ken, beyond my
Let's see.
beyond my fathoming.
Exactly, because we are talking not about reality. We don't need it I mean, that's not right. But don't grab on what we call reality.
Yes.
Okay? But you have done about Satnam Rasayan. So
Yes.
continue that.
Well, I'm just remembering when I used to do it. But
There
yes,
you go. Now it's time to do it again.
yes, yeah. That's what came to me.
Mm-hmm.
But
Great.
only comes to me through listening to what others say. And then it begins to be able to be verbalized.
Say it again.
Instead of having things come to me like words from Baba Siri Chand,
Mm-hmm.
I receive those messages from you guys.
Which
Uh-huh.
means you are knowing that from your body or from your mind?
No, as I listen to each person talk about what they received,
Oh, okay.
then I receive my messages. So it's like you get it from Baba Siri Chand, like Aagia Pal, she gets it from Baba Siri Chand. She verbalizes it. I get
Mhm.
it through her, so that then I have something to verbalize.
Okay.
Like
Okay. So we're talking about is about Sangat. What's happening?
yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's happening. This is how it works.
Mm.
Beautiful,
Isn't this
beautiful.
amazing? And it's
Yes.
wonderful.
Beautiful.
Yeah. We all need that.
It's like
Okay.
the air we breathe.
Mhm. Good. Well, thank you, dear.
Mm.
That's great.
Thank you.
Okay. So now Gian Das Prem.
Satnam.
Satnam.
Wow, what a beautiful chat this week. Oh my goodness.
You got it.
It's so understanding that time is created during these sequencing Earth times and speeding up so much that time will go much faster than light and the speed of light. That means that within our shift of the Aquarian Age creates our current time foundational energies. And with the E equals MC squared, right? The turning a square into a circle, or pi r squared if we want to go to other places too. And then, right, Earth energies are changing, right? We know that through our scientific ways, through our different planes of energy. And well, when we get to this, the way of letting go, right? So for me, it's been the portals, the heart, coming back to the heart, the four valves of the heart, the way the heart communicates with other parts of the body, and noticing the inner space before, like, or as we move beyond that, our way of thinking, right, of leaving this plane and being in this plane at the same time, because we're moving energy molecules surrounded, right, water, all of this way that we have. Basically, all of our tools are inside of us for the most part that we're using to come with this other energy. And for me, it was, wow. I mean, we push ourselves away in order to become more comfortable. But as we do that, we can also have a vision of what we've learned through our karma, through our experiences, through that of the vibrations possibly that are here when we're opening ourselves up to working with energy, be it in different mechanical forms or be it in a way within our body. So with that consciousness, not reality, we have devices that we use, right? Beyond this heart, beyond this body, beyond this planet. There are other planets, there are other energies moving us around, right? And through the planets and everything else. For me, is noticing the statics, and there's lots of threes and E's. And within that flow and the form of noticing, yeah, even for me, if it's just a bunch of numbers I'm seeing, it's pretty wild with the colors and the numbers and, just things moving through as they do, right? And then we sort of are letting that go. We're on a wavelength. We're riding on a wavelength along a path. And it's a fundamental path, but it's also a instrumental path. We're an instrument with the nucleus. So to say, if we're an orb, let's look at ourselves as an orb or a form of energy of particles and things moving around each other, creating different types of energies that we're then bringing into our daily lives. And I think I may be doing a lot of repeating, but it's what we're given through the information that we can use now today for showing us beauty, whether we want to travel through the earth, whether we want to see all the range of colors and sounds that we can hear. And we can come in through the healing, that we can face the feeling. So when we're being in love, we can sort of see through the feeling. And there's a way through the cycle of noticing. I'm seeing a couple of blank pages that I had to turn away from because there is a certain amount of memory coming back within those blank pages, right? So skip a couple of pages. That's the message that, sometimes flipping that book upside down and getting rid of the words to just let more come and let whatever it is come into that port, into that port of the heart, into that heart path, right? Allowing us the way of our flow to become, the forgiveness of all and noticing and letting it be the truth coming through me, that love allows freedom to feel through all of the healings, through all of the dealings, that there are people that have been here and performed actions that may not seem okay, so kind to everybody, may not be proven as so kind to everybody, but yet in a way, when they move beyond this form, beyond this life, beyond that action, there is a way of coming back to that for them as well, through the understanding of the vibration and the knowing that so much is allowed, that it is allowed and it will change, that fundamentally we can come to that way of peeling away right at the onions. And now that it's this time of year again, I'm thinking of pearl onions and some peas in there and maybe some carrots and whatnot, and to just get that in there, right? The corn, right? And removing the maize, right? Take the haze out of the maize and let's come back to where we're seeing where we are here today on this land, in this place, noticing where we are through all of the writings, through all of that, okay, through all of that knowing, of all of that being, of all of this way of here we are today, through the writings, knowing the piles of papers, the sighs that come through that, through the eyes of the knowing, the noticing of our sighs of the heart, and it's touching us through this technology that when it's shared, we will arise through another way and turn into the rotational earth, the humble way of the earth, to join along with this dance, and it's so funny how when we have guides or we have people that we bring into our dreams through photos, through vibrational ways, that every person will come through there in the practice if we want to just do it physically, or sometimes it becomes a metaphysical thing and we're absolutely able to feel that energy wave of that other way, of that deep power of pushing through in a manner that doesn't seem right sometimes, just destructing our vibrational flow of heart love, right? Baba Siri Chand, what does he say to me? Go back to 108 beats a minute. And hey, if you time that by 4, you'll come out with 432 hertz, megahertz. Be simple. Love is here, that through the fear we will be. Through the fear we will be understanding, seeing who we are through the past, knowing how our freedom is on that handle. We have an ability to handle that which is all encompassing, and to share that which is all encompassing through the vibrational, that heart flow, that love. Yeah. So the simplest as it is can come to being in a way, when I'm giving some speaking through tongues and some other numbers that I've been given to write onto the side, that I'll figure out what that translation is later. And for me, what I was seeing at the end was just waves, sort of waves of, see it as the energy wave the earth is creating, or the waves of the water coming in, or sometimes even just putting your hand in water and seeing how much the change of that, the volume moves with, just the hand through the water, or even the finger in a glass. Why Guru? Why Guru?
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes. Well, this is great because you guys, I kept saying, what is this that's happening? And I realized that we are understanding that we are now the nursery school. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Yeah. But you
That's so beautiful.
But you really begun, because other people that we've seen, those people on TV,
Yep.
the,
Uh-huh.
the crappy stuff. Oh, I'm so sorry, but we are understanding what is happening because we become, what do you say, the understanding of the beginning of the waves. Do you understand that? Because after we learn, or as we learn, not only one kind, but we continue to do the waves of understanding, because that's the way we can begin also magnetize with your understanding, with your energies, with your loving, and also begin to really understand about sibling ETs, because as we understand, we're going to see them. And I'm going, oh my God, now what? we just know them. We are.
Uh-huh.
Huh? Do you understand this? Anybody?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
In the actual.
And keep up the earth. My God, keep up, let's up together with Mother Earth. And this is the way we do it, through love for ourselves and for all of humanity. And then also feel from our sibling ETs. Here we are. Maybe even go to see those movies. What was that? The one that we had? What was that about? Oh, all of those from Spielberg. They were
Oh.
so good.
Oh, E.T.
Yes.
Those,
And
those are
the
prophetic.
right. And the ones that go through the devil's that mountain thing.
Yeah.
Tree stump, yeah, it's an old tree stump.
Right. There we go. This is it. This is tell us about the new age. We heard about that, but now
Yes.
we are beginning to really go with that. Okay, so stay with CNO.
Oh.
So get to know each other. And then as you do that, feel us with our Sangat. Do you understand that?
Yes.
And
Yes.
if you really if you understand this and the ability to do this, keep that up. Remember, then you are the teachers, the light workers. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. So stay humble. Stay totally humble. And
Siri, would it be helpful to have a group contact list?
I don't.
No, would it be helpful to figure?
Japa
Japa Saraswati has it.
She does that.
Okay.
Isn't she good? Yes.
Very, very good. And I'll see if she can maybe publish it or send it as an email.
Perfect. Thank you.
Connect with each and every one. It
Yeah.
will help the song get stable. I think it'll be helpful for the song to grow and stabilize.
Okay. So, and
You guys are a blessing for me.
yes,
Thank you.
wonderful. And then also, please give heart breath to Gian Devi.
Okay. Yes. Yeah.
And let her come with us.
Yeah.
Okay. Because it's surely not Trump. Definitely not. Okay.
He's the Antichrist in some ways.
Oh, yeah.
Lord.
That Mideast guy. Yeah.
Okay.
God bless. Can we sing our way out?
Yeah.
May the
Long time sunshine upon you. All love surround you. And all your life within you. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on.
Inhale. No. God bless you. Love you, love you,
Thank you,
love
Love you
you.
everybody.
all.
Love
Bless you
you.
all.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Happy vegan Thanksgiving.
Yay.
Thank you. Sat
Where's
Nam.
all those turkeys?
Tofu turkey.
Yes, tofu turkeys, not living, breathing, beautiful turkeys.
Okay. Bless you all.
Go.
Sat Nam.